Normally at this point, we would take questions. However, today, I want to talk about more stuff. So I have another product announcement. What's next for FFG? Well, what's next? What are the cool games that we want to make? Generally speaking, in the last 20 years, the games we've made more or less have been games we want to play. And that has not stopped. The day that stops, we'll probably stop ourselves. It's not gonna happen. So we thought we have all these capabilities now. We found this joy in some of the game mechanics that came out of X-Wing and some of the capabilities that we have in our various departments. And so what we really felt that we were missing, being fantasy fans as well as science fiction fans, was this game here.
Something stirs in the north. Each day, another village is swallowed by the mists. He is coming, and his legions will engulf all Terranov.
Time to get medieval. Fantasy miniatures combat game. Isn't that original and novel? No, it's not. But we're gonna make it that. We're gonna do something cool. We love miniatures, we love sculpts, we love painting them, we love doing all these things. But what we really, of course, love are games. And so what we thought we could do, as we did with X-Wing, we thought we could bring a whole new heart in gaming into the miniatures hobby, and that's what we're going to try to do with Runewars. So we have this huge product coming out, Runewars miniatures game. It's a rank and file miniatures game. It is not pre-painted. We are delivering a whole ton of amazing stuff in this box, and it's easily assembled, unpainted miniatures. They are going to come together in a box that has what I think is some of the most innovative gameplay that we've brought forward in a very long time. Okay, it takes its heart and soul a little bit in the X-Wing game, and it brings a whole lot of really new experiences to fast, fun miniatures combat, and that's what we think we could bring to this really traditional, classical game category. We are, of course, going to roll this game right into our organized play support. We have, as you saw, like more than 50,000 events last year. And we know what organized play really means to people and how important it is when you have a hobby and you want to get into a game that you build and assemble and paint at home. You want to go into the game store and you want to have fun, you want to expose your army, your work to everybody else. And organized play is really the heart and soul of really the fans getting into that. So you can get a demo of this game today. We're exposing this game back in the hall. You'll see all the miniatures. You see all the miniatures coming out in the first waves. We have two beautiful tables to just set up as we get back. And I think, and I really hope that you will love this gameplay as much as I do. So what's special about it? Well, number one, the game actually ships with what we call interlockable trays. So when you put your miniatures in, they just fit neatly into slots. The trays themselves slot neatly into each other. So when you're moving your army units around, you do it seamlessly, fast, smooth. The way we work with the actual game system. Oh, wait a minute, and the figures are really cool too. I just want to show them off a little bit. These are really amazing. All these figures you see come in the core set, and we have a lot more follow-up to that. And we are showing the first follow-up figures as well. Awesome. So back to the gameplay. We're going to use a template movement basis system. So there's no rulers, there's no inches. This is a template movement system you probably would have known from X-Wing, where you give your unit orders. There's special templates that you do. It's easy, it's fast. There's a lot of really elegant rules to make just giant fantasy armies move quickly and have just an epic battle. And that's one of those rulers in action right there. So another thing that I think is probably the coolest part is how you actually play and interface with your units. So when you have a fantasy army unit, you want it to shoot and attack and run and charge and shield a wall and all that good stuff. Every single unit type, in this case it's a Cron spearman, will have their own command dial. And the way it works is that this dial right here, and there's two aspects to this dial. There's the, over on the left-hand side, that is your order. In this particular case, my order for my command for this unit is to do a 2 movement using the 2 ruler. It also gives my initiative number in 4 right there, so that'll be my initiative. And over on the right-hand side, those are some parameters I can choose. So if I choose a blue action, for example, then I could choose a parameter on the other side that corresponds to the blue action. In this particular case, I'm choosing to move with the 2 ruler. However, I want that move to be a turn, okay? And so I'm going to move 1 less. So in this case, for this particular unit type, you're going to pick the 1 turn ruler. So how does it actually work when you're in the game? So what happens is that these are programmed and they're placed facing your opponent. So it's going to look very similar to this, where you are programming your unit. You're saying what's it going to do, how is it going to do it, and you're doing all that, and you're placing them face to your opponent, so you don't know what your opponent's units are doing. Then you start calling the initiative number. Of course, you start with the lowest 1. Anybody doing 1? Yep, I have a 1. I have archers firing, which of course would have a very low initiative because you don't want to react fire to anybody charging you. Flip it over, declare your action move. Then you go on very reactionary, very back and forth, and due to the whole way these things are composed together, super fast. You can play a just epic game. And our tournament rules are about an hour and a half. And people who played fantasy miniatures games realize that's a very short period of time to have a really great epic battle game. So that's some of the core aspects of the actual mechanic. It's going to come out early next year. We're going to be talking a lot about this, showing you guys a lot of these cool figures and a lot of these game mechanics on our website going forward. We're very excited about really taking the miniatures game hobby and the gaming side of it, especially, into kind of a new era. And this is really a very important product for us to sort of prove that, hopefully, to you guys, that these things are fun and we can do that.